The fact that we live in a deeply divided political nation was seen again this week through the lens of the tragic shootings in Washington, D.C. A Rasmussen poll said that the majority of Americans believe that those shootings were politically motivated. And of course, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that they were. But it still is in marked contrast with the shooting, tragically, of Gabby Giffords just a few years ago, where a much smaller fraction of the American people thought that those shootings were politically motivated. Of course, there wasn't as much evidence to suggest that they were, but nonetheless, that deep chasm and growing is a cause for real concern among Americans. Deeper in that Rasmussen poll, though, is what really gets to me. And that is that 3/4 of the Democrats that were surveyed and 1/4 of the Republicans said that they believe that Donald Trump tried to obstruct justice. Now, based upon what? There aren't enough facts yet for anybody to draw that kind of conclusion reasonably and logically. And in fact, the recent hearings with James Comey and Attorney General Sessions haven't added much factual material or knowledge base, but have allowed the media to create a lot of hype around those hearings. Most notably, CNN was telling the world that James Comey was going to come before the American people in a Senate hearing and contradict President Trump on the issue of whether or not he told him that he was not the subject of an investigation. They put that out there on June the 6th as a clear news story. In fact, he did exactly the opposite. And CNN ought to be embarrassed about that. But they're not alone, of course. This has been going on and on and on. So let me just suggest this. If you hear one source, run. Turn your BS meter on as high as it can possibly go, because that story is probably not entirely accurate, particularly when the one source is an anonymous source. This has been, unfortunately, the coin of the realm recently because of the 24-hour news cycle, and we get into these wild-eyed theories and pure speculation and, frankly, not fake news, but non-news. It isn't real in any way, shape, manner, or form. Last couple of days, we heard some more wild-eyed speculation about why Mike Pence, Vice President of the United States, might have hired an independent counsel, ranging from the absurd to the more absurd. So let's calm down. Let's get the facts. Let's see where the facts lead. That's a much more prudent course. And in the meantime, let's say prayers, serious ones, for Congressman Scalise and all those who were injured, and offer a salute of honor to those brave heroes, the good guys with guns, who put that situation to rest without any further damage being done. And let's reflect on the fact that at the baseball game on Thursday night, players from both teams, Republicans and Democrats, took a moment to kneel at second base where Congressman Scalise would have been and offer a prayer. That's what America's really all about. And that is the best 60-ish seconds of your week.